Okay, DJ Chark had some interesting things to say about the Lions. I'll get into what he said here on a recent podcast, but then I'll also get into, I've been saying DJ Chark's gone. He's too good of a player. He's going to get a deal. I was wrong. He didn't have that great of a year, and there's no reason why he can't be back. And I'll show you some numbers and kind of some comparables of who he's really like. And there's no reason why we can't sign him to a manageable deal. So here's what he said about the Lions recently on a podcast with actually St. Brown. He said, one thing I can say about the coaches that they know your kids' names and they really are into you as a person. That's not always the case. Okay, we kind of know that they're real personable guys, a lot of different personalities that mesh well. But here's what I love that he had to say. There's there's very high expectations too throughout the building, like the expectations on receivers. You got to really be into your playbook every week because it's very detailed and they expect you to. There's no excuses for messing up. So, like that accountability, that's really something I haven't had since college. The reason I like this is because we have to remember Dan Campbell is always talking about the mental side, the detail oriented. We think of him meathead, meat stick coach, rah rah coach. That's just that's some of it, and he's good at motivation side of it, but he really holds its details and it's high expectations and details for our team, and I absolutely love that. So let's look at DJ Chark's stats this year: 30 receptions, 500 yards. That's not anything great. 3 touchdowns, right? So just okay, but that's not like, man, stud number one receiver. He's gone. He's going to another team, number one receiver. I've made that mistake. And you look at his last 5 games, excuse me, last 5 games, 3 receptions, 2 receptions, 4, 1, 6. That was a good game against Minnesota. I mean, these are not, he's out there, he's playing, he was healthy the last 5 games of the year. Nothing crazy, because you look at, let's go the top player, Justin Jefferson, 128 receptions, 1,800 yards. So Chark's at 30 receptions. Justin Jefferson, 128. Okay, so that's a premier prime receiver. And I'm not saying Chark is that, but we just have to put it in perspective. So here's a comp to DJ Chark. You're like, oh, I've been saying it. DJ Chark's gone. He's probably gone. Well, no, because here's a comp. Randall Cobb, 34 receptions. Chark had 30. 400 yards. Chark had 500 yards. 1 touchdown. Chark had 3. So Randall Cobb, nobody wants Randall Cobb. No one's like, oh man, big free agent. He's going to get big money. No, I mean, he's 12 seasons in. Those are just average numbers. Played about the same amount of games as Chark. So I love it because I think Chark's going to be back. Chark will be back with us because he's a good player, and he's got some rapport with Goff, and he's says all the right things. He's a good player, all that stuff. But he's not going to excuse me, he's not going to require big money. And let's re-sign him at a manageable rate. Why not, right? So I look at this and I just think to myself, he likes it in Detroit. He likes the way he was treated. And by the way, in this article, let's just look at it just because it's fun. He said some more things about our boy Urban Meyer, because he was comparing Urban Meyer to this culture, and it's way different. He says, I think it works in college where you can just be like a jerk. Just be a jerk, motivate, push guys to the ends, and try to motivate them. Because up here he says, I know what it's like to reach a high level of success in this league already. I don't need the motivation from you to make me get up and work. So Urban Meyer, in your face, forces you to do things, where Dan Campbell, players coach, knows that you're going to be ready. You got to be ready, because it's super detail oriented. They have high expectations. I think we think, well, maybe you do this, where you just think it's buddy around there, the Lions. Everyone likes it because you're not pushed real hard. Dan Campbell's just a rah guy, but that's not it. I mean, he's high expectations. Let you get ready. You got to be ready, and you better be ready. So that's what I love. I think DJ Chark comes back. Let me know in the comments. Do you want him back? Do you think he comes back? Does he come back at a manageable price? Do you want him back, but only at a manageable price? or it's like, no, this is our number one. We can't count on Jameson Williams right now. I mean, Jameson Williams is going to be great. We come on. But he also didn't really play last year. He was hurt. He showed signs of a little attitude thing, which I think he's so elite and he's into that category of these receivers that you're so good, you truly believe, and maybe you are like wide open. You are open. You think you're open. Throw it. I'll get it. And so I don't mind his attitude stuff right now because it really wasn't much. But anyway, we don't, who's that one outside guy? Is it Josh Reynolds? I don't know. We know we got St. Brown in the middle. So I think you bring back Chark. And then last thing I'll say, wide receivers, if we do bring Chark back, then you don't have to really worry about the offense. You have to then revamp the running back room. Because Jamal Williams, I mean, I'd be shocked if he doesn't come back. But what is Swift? That's another debate. What is Swift? Because Swift he's electrifying, then he's hurt, then he's tiptoeing, then it's, he goes for the first down, he comes up 1 yard short. Should have fell forward, got the first down, but he's a yard short. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now we got to come up with this play late in the 4th quarter because Swift couldn't get 1 extra yard when he clearly should have. I mean, that's the stuff with Swift. So, and then behind those guys, who knows? I mean, Craig Reynolds, he's probably gone. I mean, he was a good story and I liked, but yeah, the juice isn't there. So Justin Jackson, love him. Jefferson might be coming back. So there's a lot of different things on the running back room we'll have to keep a close eye on. And so with that, make sure become a member of the channel. So you can become a member, $2.99, I think, a month, get stuff, check it out, become a member. We just launched that and a lot of stuff, fun stuff coming, a lot more lives coming because we're entering the part of the season where it's going to get really fun, where we're adding players, draft, free agency. We're going to be cutting players. There's a lot coming up as soon as the Super Bowl ends because the new league year starts in March and the draft is in end of April. So this is it. We have a window here where we got to kind of go, as what it feels like as Lions fans. And it's weird to say that as we've tried to come back from the depths of the league forever. And now here we are. And it's like, we got a little window. We got a manageable contract with Goff. Like, let's do this. Like, this is one of the most important off seasons. Say that every year, I guess, but this is one of the most important off seasons because we have a chance to do something really special with this team, with the culture, the whole thing's kind of there. It's there for the taking. The division's nothing scary in the division. Let's go get it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. See all of you on the next one and become a member. See ya.